Got you another brake video today. 2011 Kia Sorento. It's over 250k miles. It's got the 16 valve engine. Super clean. It's got the leather, nice and plush, very clean. Customer states brakes are making a noise, and this is your problem right there, lady. I'm using most of Airco's stuff, just a couple things, but yeah, brake pads, oh my god, it's like down to nothing. So we're gonna change out the pads today. I've already broken free the caliper bracket bolts on both sides. Let's see. Now we're just gonna break free the caliper. Ooh. So I can save some time here. We're using it was 17 on the caliper bracket bolts for the 2011 Kia. And we're gonna do a 14 for the caliper bolts. If it'll stay. The flashlight doesn't want to stay. So we got a 14. Let me back you guys up. It'll probably be in your way. We got to use a 14 wrench, ratcheting wrench. It's the offset. So that wasn't too bad. And there's one down here. Okay. Wiggle your wrench off. Yeah. Okay. You're gonna need also caliper bracket hanger, or caliper hanger. If you don't ever use the caliper bracket hangers, you're wrong. Because you never let it hang by the hose. Grab two of them. Since we're going to be doing both sides. So, believe it or not, this is this car's first brake change. Very, very first brake change. Let me get a small, and on top of that, we got some, thought we'd have some seized piston pins, but they're pretty free. That one, yep, there we go. Okay. That had me worried. Stick it through the hole. Of course, it won't freaking go through the hole because it's rubber boots on there. Go through the hole, please. There you go. Nope, wrong way. Bring it through the back side. And hang it up on the spring. Just like that. Okay. Finish taking out your bracket bolts. Well, for the top side, ooh, it's got a washer, Now for the top bolt, I had to use a 17 wrench. For the bottom, I just used a 1/2 inch shallow socket. Because there ain't no way you're getting a deep well in there on that top bolt. without it hitting this bolt right here. So there we go. It's a little rusty bolts. And there's your bracket. There's like nothing left. Holy crap. See those pads? There's nothing. This one maybe. But the outboard pad, nothing. But yeah, this rotor is nice and smooth. So alright, let's go over to the bench with this first caliper bracket. I got the SUV sitting sideways from the door. Sorry, I got a bunch of stuff in the way. I got it sitting sideways with all my stuff down there. We were able to comfortably put this SUV in this first bay. So let's see, where am I gonna set you? I'll put this in the bucket. Okay. This one is not as rusty as the Mustangs. So let's see, bend you down a little more. Move you over. Okay. How about that? Now I need some towels. Whew. Oh, by the way, we got a heat advisory, and I'll show you the temperature. If you can see it, 85 degrees. See that? 85. And those of you who saw those of you who has not seen this month's car, it is a 1964 Ford Falcon Sprint V8. Okay. Here's my workstation. We'll get you propped up. Okay. Take these brake pads out. We came out with these. So just so you know, the pad that's on the side, that's the inboard pad, because it's closest to the caliper pins, has the anti-drag clip. Just remember that. This one, ooh, yeah, there you go. There's a chunk missing. Alrighty. Oh no, that's supposed to be like that because this side's got the same side. Okay. Take this one out. Take the clips off. These clips. You always want to change out your brake hardware. Okay, there's the other one. Let's get this turned right here. We're going to be using some brake clean today. Brake clean from my local hardware store. We'll give these a good douche down. Hands a little bit. We'll take out the caliper pins, check and make sure if they're greased. Okay, they're not too bad. We'll still wipe them down. And again, do one at a time so you know which pins goes where. You don't want to pull both pins out and forget where they go if they're different. We'll get this all cleaned, relubed. Alright, one thing I forgot was the anti-seize. See how dirty I'm getting already? Alright. Put these down, dry them off. I don't have to go too crazy on the wire wheel. Of course, we will put on our spectacles since there's dust, and grease, and grime. Maybe one of these. Okay. Now I'm going to talk a little funny because I got this thing on. So we're just going to go through and get the wire wheel going. I'm using brass again. They don't look too bad. Alright. So that way we can do, you have some of this on here, get it up in that groove of that bolt, the pin. Well, not really on the bolt, but you get the drift. Okay, push her back up in there. Make sure the boot seats. Wipe her down. And get it to where you can feel it, to where you can move it freely. Hear that? And do your next one. About the same, don't look too bad. This one is different. This one's a silver with a black boot around the ring, about around the end. This one didn't. This one was gold. So it was time to change brakes. Lather this up close to the bolt bottom, flip her around, and get the rest of her. Alright, let's get that pin put in. Okay, make sure it moves freely. It does. Okay. No towel, yeah. Now while we're at it, we can lube up these. This is where your brake hardware sits. This is so it doesn't get crusty and rusty underneath to where you can't get them off, because that would be pretty bad. Okay, just like that. And since the boots don't look too bad, we won't put on new boots. We got some new hardware. Whoa! It's like a 3D movie. Everything just comes out at you. They also sent me these caps for that pin, which that looked fine. We'll just put our brackets on. The other one rolled under the freaking workbench. Put it in there and lock her in. Okay. And the next one. Make sure she seats. Okay. And that's what we'll do to the we'll do that to the other one, the other side. So we'll get our caliper pushed back in, and our new pads are right here. Alright, here's our pads. Didn't lie. Those are your two outboard pads, because they don't have the anti-drag clip. So. However, these ones have the anti-drag, or your squeaker. When the brake pad gets down low, it's going to start squeaking right here. See how thick the brake material is? When it gets down to that spot right there, it's going to start making noise. So that's going to go on the inside. You guys can't see me. Right there. Okay, squeeze these in. Put them in at an angle, and then move them up. Oh, the other one. That one. Okay. And you should be left with that. Alright, we'll get those other ones done up and then we'll come back when I'm ready to put this all together. Stay tuned. Okay, we're ready to put this thing back together, but first what I want to do is clean up this caliper. We're going to take a wire brush on the inside of these ears. And a little bit to the face of the piston. Okay. May need to get a brush, extra brush here, and just get this back part. Okay. Get some gunk out of there. Maybe blow it out a little. Free of debris. Okay. Now we'll get our bracket mounted. Okay. Freaking things are slipping out on me. Alright, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to mount our bracket first. Then we'll put our pads in. Find the hole, find the sweet spot. There it is. Okay, and then the other one. The bottom one should go right in. It's all lined. You can put your pads in. Again, the anti-drag clip goes in the back. Just like that. And the other one. We'll just slip right in, just like that. Now we're going to add some of this anti-seize to the ears. A little bit down in there. And then on the face of the piston. Not in the piston. Oh my God. Alright, let me wipe that off. Oh Jesus, it's like my first day on the job. Okay. Unhinge this baby. Slide her in there. And get your bolts ready. Okay. And then the other one down here. Tighten up this one with a 17. Move my light. Okay, tight, getting there. Yeah. Alright, that's about good. And do the bottom one. Then get these with a 14, your caliper bolts. Make sure it's on tighten. You don't want to re-loosen them. Now your caliper should move freely from side to side, and these do. I'm gonna do the same to the other side. So if you like this video, subscribe. Give me a thumbs up, and this is how you change your brake pads on the front end and on the back of a 2011 Kia Sorento. This is the first time these front brake pads have ever been changed. So when you're done, hop inside, pump up the brake pedal, and go for a rip, and you should be good. And without further ado, comment if you like, subscribe to the video, like the video, subscribe to the channel, like the video. Oh my god, it's too hot in here. So I guess we'll see you on the next video. Thank you for watching. We'll see you guys and gals.